Hey everybody, what's going on? PAX South 2016 Day 2. How's everybody out there doing? Awesome. They're flooding in right now. We just opened the gates to the unwashed masses. I'm Ezekiel III here on the Twitch stage, joined to begin the day. We have Vern right here from Gambitious Digital Entertainment.
Good
That's
morning,
too many syllables, man, and it's too damn early.
We call it GDE.
GDE.
Because time is important.
For those of us in the know,
exactly.
The homies, we call it GDE.
Sometimes you don't even say the E. Say GD. It gets confusing.
Yes,
but it
I'm
works.
sure it does. So we got Vern, and who are you again?
Hi, I'm J-Ham, rhymes with mayhem.
J-Ham rhymes with mayhem.
That's
awesome.
a factual statement.
He says that every time with his name, like John Coffey from the Green Mountains, like coffee, but not spelled the same.
Only not spelled the same.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're here actually to check out Hard Reset Redo. Right?
Redux.
Is it Redux?
It's Redux.
It is Redux. Okay.
It is Redux. Because we're fancy.
Okay. Tell us, first of all, why should we be super hype about this?
So, I don't know if you're familiar with Flying Wild Hog. Like, they're the studio who did Shadow Warrior 1 and 2.
Okay, okay.
Well, this is their first game. Like, Hard Reset was the first game they made. It was like around 4 or 5 years ago. They burst onto the scene. I mean, they made a game that was competitive with AAA shooters, with being an indie studio at the time, based out of Poland. So basically, they blew up now. Obviously, they're way bigger than they used to be as a studio. And also, you know, I think they were probably the biggest indie studio around at this point.
Okay.
So what it is, they went back to the original game, and they just fixed the things that were not like perfect about it, because it was very well received when it came out, but it wasn't perfect. It had some difficulty spikes, problems with it, just because of enemy placements. So they went back, they fixed that. The enemy placements are different. That also means that if you've played the first one religiously, you're still going to be surprised. There's still new things here.
Okay, so there's new stuff to find out.
Yes, even just with how the enemies are put in the levels, it's just different. What they also went, of course, they made it look prettier.
I'm looking at it right now, man. It looks fantastic.
That's just what you got to do.
It looks like he's shooting a crystal ball made of electricity.
Exactly. and I mean, and who doesn't want to do that on a Friday?
Whoa, did you just die?
Yeah.
Fail, man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
We're supposed to show gampplay, man. I don't want to see the pause screen or the death menu.
Right, I'm back.
We call it Hard Reset.
Hard Reset. Speaking of that, is it a difficult game?
It's a difficult game. It's a hardcore shooter. It's not. It really is old school sensibilities. It's like if you take Quake and mix it with Blade Runner, and that's this game. It's a cyberpunk first-person shooter. There's no regenerative health. It's only action. You're going to be attacked every 30 seconds. It's about if you stand still, you will die. There is no cover. Like, you just need to move and shoot, and that's the only way to really survive.
So there's like a good amount of intensity.
Oh yeah, it's like an adrenaline shot to the heart.
You're to blame.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't do that, man. Just play the game, okay?
Sorry.
You're here to look pretty and play the game.
And you're only doing one of those right.
I know. I'm really playing this game.
So, okay. This is coming, or tell me like how we can get it or when we can get it, that kind of stuff.
It's coming out very soon.
Okay.
Not just soon, very soon.
Very soon?
Very specific.
Soon, trademark? Soon, TM?
Soon, TM. Very soon. Yeah, it's coming out very soon. It's going to be on PC.
Okay.
People who already own the original PC can expect to have a pretty heavy discount. We're going to announce that very soon.
Cool.
And it's also the first time, the main special thing about the game is the first time it's coming out on consoles. The original was a hardcore PC gamer game for hardcore gamers. It never came out on consoles. This is the first one coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. We also added a lot of new content. So one of the things we can show you right now is that we added a new weapon called the Cyber Katana, which JM just switched to.
Well, you said two words that I really dig.
Cyber.
You said cyber and you said katana.
I thought you were going to say switch to, but okay.
Man, I love it when things switch.
I love switching to stuff.
So, okay, I'm a big fan of any game. I like FPSs, but I also like FPSs where you can do a lot of meleeing, like run in and just either beat down or slash,
and this is
to ribbons.
This is one of those things that, like what we were talking about before, smoothing out the gameplay. This is one of those things. So in the original, there was no melee option. So by the way, enemies always rush you. So if they got too close, your only course of action was to shoot them, which means they would blow up in your face.
Oh, okay.
Now, if they get too close, you can switch to katana. like move around them, and you have it increases the ability, your combat options basically.
Okay.
And
okay.
again, helps with that difficulty spikes, smooth it out. The other thing we added was a new dash move.
Like a dash.
Dash
melee
sideways,
move or
just dash, yeah. Sideways, forwards.
Okay.
And again, that just increases your. You see, JM just did it now. That increases your mobility options. So, especially if you mix that with a katana, that means that you can move around an enemy, maybe slash them from the back, from the side. But it's balanced. So we did it in a way that it doesn't ruin the difficulty curve. So there's a cooldown for it. Like you can't just abuse it and dash endlessly around an enemy. You have like a second afterwards that your movement is a bit slow down. So if you dash at the wrong moment,
Like
or if you
me
dash
right
not
now.
paying attention that there's a big guy behind you,
Right.
you're gonna die pretty quick.
Sure. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you like,
As you've seen.
it's like an X-Men move. You know, if you dash into like right in front of the person, you gotta judge where you're going. You know.
You're gonna get some Wolverine claws in your back.
Exactly.
You know? Which doesn't. It sounds bad, but it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm sure. Is this single player?
it's single player only.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, keeping in that old school shooter. There is no multiplayer. It's just the story campaign. It also includes all the DLC that the original game had.
Okay.
So
right on.
it also has a new enemy type, which is a zombie cyborg.
A zombie cyborg.
Always cool.
Another couple of words that I like.
Another couple words.
You can kill that zombie cyborg with your cyber katana.
You can't, and that means like you're double removed. You know what I mean? Because not only is he a zombie, which gamers don't care about killing zombies, but he's a cyber zombie. Like there's absolutely no emotional consequence for that.
It's like it's like if you like mix the Terminator and the Walking
Exactly. It's like you're doing you no favor.
Dead. Who is giving these dead people bionic arms?
I mean, haven't they done enough? Or
Don't you know how
gone through enough?
dangerous that is?
You know that's going to be such a great sport in the zombie apocalypse. People are going to mount things to zombies and they're just going to kill each other.
Zombie robot wars.
I'm in.
I would
I'm
watch that.
in.
I would
Oh,
watch
yeah.
that.
I would. I paid the ticket
I
price.
get good money.
So since it's single player only, I'm guessing like they spent a lot of time doing like the story.
Yeah. It has a story. It's again, that's why I say something. It's a combination between Quake and Blade Runner. It's a cyberpunk world. The story is about this, idea of upgrading ourselves with technology as we keep doing. It's about rogue AI. What happens when that develops to a point where it gets advanced for us to backtrack it. It's definitely a very interesting story, but it's also again in keeping with that old school shooter. It's there to inform the action, but it's not going to get ahead of it or in front of it.
Sure. Okay.
Which, the point is not to slow you down. Like, just keep going, keep shooting. We hot swapped all the weapons to the face buttons, so you can switch between the weapons in real time. The weapons themselves actually upgrade in real time. They're modular designs.
Okay.
So, for example, if you want to switch, who's using the shotgun now, if you want to switch to rocket launch or whatever other thing, you just press the D-pad and you just saw it. Like,
oh my God!
evolve in
You
real life.
have weapons that transform, dude.
We have weapons that transform.
I'm I'm a 1980s kid. I know you can't because it's probably trademarked, but I would love it if it just went wah 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 wah. I'm sure it makes a more updated noise, but
That's DLC. That's DLC.
That's the DLC. Yeah, it's
that's
like,
$10 DLC.
did you get the Transformer DLC?
Exactly.
It makes Transformer noises, and
It's
Optimus Prime tells you what to do.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it, man.
Okay, so this is the time that's been it's going to be released on console, right?
Yes.
You said it's the first time on console.
Yeah.
Now I know a lot of people who are like diehard KBM, keyboard mouse people. What did it entail like to get it working for controller?
I mean, that's always difficult,
Right.
Because you need to make sure, especially like this. This is a Twitch shooter. Like it's fast, it's fluid. One of the ways we did that again is by hot swapping the weapons. So in a way, that's actually faster than it was in keyboard, because in keyboard you always have to raise your finger to hit those like hotkeys on top.
Oh right, sure, yeah.
And here you just have the D-pad. You can just cycle through really, really quickly if you wanted to.
Okay.
But of course, you need to memorize the taps though. Like, you need to count them. 1, 2, 3.
No. Yeah. To get through. Yeah. The whole pantheon of guns.
The pantheons of modular design, but we wanted to keep it fast, so we made sure that the pointer speed is enough that it's tight. You're hitting what you want to hit, but it's not too fast where you can't control it.
Okay, cool.
It runs. A very important thing is to make sure that it runs at 60 frames per second, 1080p for 60
That's
frames
huge,
per second.
man. Totally, yeah.
Otherwise, again, you do lose that sense of speed and fluidity.
Right,
so,
right. because the reason why I ask is I ask you for selfish reasons because I personally, I don't know about like any other gamers out there, but I personally enjoy a game that I can do this. I can lay back like this. Like keyboard and mouse is a little more difficult.
Yeah.
But with a controller, I can definitely like, you know,
Man,
lay back, get the Funyuns.
you can do that. You can do it on your stomach.
Yeah.
If that's too much work, you can do it upside down. We support all playment types.
Right on. Now, for someone who's never played the game before, give me just like a quick rundown of like the gameplay, the length of the game.
So, because we included all the DLC, which is a DLC called Exile that came after the original game, it's difficult to say because it is a Twitch shooter, so it depends on how good you are.
Sure.
Because you're gonna die.
Right.
Often.
Yep.
Which is good. So I would say, roughly estimated 6 to 8, something like that.
Okay.
The average.
Cool. Well, I gotta tell you, man, that gun in particular looks pretty sweet.
I love that gun.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And the graphics are, they're buttery, they're liquid smooth.
Yeah, it's the Roadhog engine, man. Same engine the Flying Wild Hog guys use for Shadow War is their own engine.
Yep.
So they upgraded the game to that. It's just like the things they can do with that engine. I know you've seen Shadow Warrior 2, but that game
now,
looks gorgeous.
can you give me like a solid date?
I can't give a solid
it's okay.
date.
It's okay if you can't. I'm not like trying to badger you and like telling me when, but like I mean, this looks great. I can play it with controller. I just want to know when I can get my hands on this.
Well,
soon, you said.
Very soon.
Okay.
And again, the only reason why I say that is because when you bring a game out on console, it's not up to you only.
Sure.
Like you have to go through things like the console cert and stuff, and that's beyond your control.
Right.
And to some extent. And if there's one thing I think we all absolutely hate, is someone telling you it's February 10th. It's February 10th, and then they come back. No, it's July.
Yep.
It's July.
And then that just lets you down.
Please pre-order.
Yep. Totally.
So like, it's very soon. Let's put it this way: we're gonna be handing out review keys soon.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
put it that way. And hopefully we can announce it soon.
Right on.
When we know that we can hit that, I really don't want to go back and be like, well, sorry, it's the week after.
Right. Tell us where like we can get updates, like Twitter or something like that. Give me an @.
Well, you guys can go to like GameBitches.com.
GameBitches.com, okay.
Yeah, the game's Steam page is going to be up soon. So if you don't want to read more, like whatever, go into community. We have also we're at GameBitches Inc. at Twitter.com. You guys want to? I don't know why it's Twitter, but yeah, why not? If you guys want to join us there. But yeah.
Right on, man. Well, we got Vern from Gambitious. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for your time.
And then we got Sweaty Mc. No, I'm kidding. I was gonna come up with a bad name.
I smell like an old cheeseburger. You're right.
Mayhem. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Zeke.
The game is Hard Reset Redux. Available soon, trademark. We got lots more coming up today. Thank you guys for being here. Don't go anywhere. We got fun stuff all day today. Twitch.tv. Thank you very much. We'll be right back.